you're gonna see why that iPad kids don't like when the iPad gets taken away. One Gen Alpha is worse than, well, that's a bad thing. I'm not Gen Alpha, I'm Gen Z. So you can see here that he couldn't spell a single word. Unique. Unique is spelled N-U-I-Q-I-E. You have to spell it out, like you tap your fingers and then spell out the word. It's not easy. You can't just maybe it's just too lazy and just write random letters to make up the
word correctly on his list.
We're talking about anyone in your family who is 13 years old or younger right now. Kids who were born at the same time as the iPad in 2010.
Gosh.
Kids who at 8 years old already had their first phone. And they're the
So if they just scream and they get presents.
only humans in the history of the world to have grown up with a gadget as a babysitter.
Mama, bring it back, okay?
I mean, some of these kids haven't even experienced what it's like to get dirty and play outside with neighbors. They literally cannot comprehend a life without social media. And sadly, their parents have chosen the
I agree, because sometimes when I go out to places, I just bring my iPad with me, but ew. Sorry, that was something else, never mind.
way out, using the iPad to shut them up. And don't get me wrong, I can kind of understand you. Many of you parents are just tired. That's why you do this. At least I want to hope so. But see, the temporary relief of 5 minutes when you're letting a gadget take care of your crying child has a permanent curse in exchange, and it lasts for a lifetime. And it's important to say that this isn't just my opinion. This is data. Just recently, school teachers came out saying these iPad-raised kids are
children fall behind to assess his screen time. I saw one person was at school, has his phone on here, and his phone became a problem. And then the teacher broke it. Now we have to get a new phone, but now it's broken, and he has to buy a new phone.
Doing really bad.
Teachers who have taught their entire lives are just up and quitting their jobs now because they can't handle these kids anymore. The iPad kids are out of control.
They can easily tap on touch
play Minecraft and score on YouTube Shorts.
Screens, but cannot do basic things like reading or writing.
They quite literally don't have the muscles built in their hands to write properly or have the stamina to write because these kids weren't using their hands enough as children.
They tend to also get lower scores on language and critical thinking. And sure, they know how to navigate digital apps, but in exchange, they are years late in their education.
I teach 7th grade, they are still performing on the 4th grade level. Are you joking right now? And these are future leaders, our future doctors, our future nurses, our future... Please.
And because many of them were pretty much raised by an emotionless gadget that doesn't care about them, they're growing up to be, well, the same way.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other.
For more data, if your child is getting more than 2 hours of screen time daily, a long-term study has showed that they are likely to have emotional, social, and attention problems.
Kids cannot read. They cannot write.
They're ill-mannered.
Since looking at the screen for a long time limits children's ability to read faces, they get a harder time learning social skills and even empathy. Which leads to kids who might act like this. Like they have anger issues because
like they fail video games. Is that wild? Where they just like fail a video game, they scream and say just don't do that because your mom will be angry.
when you train them to have everything in an instant, they don't even get to learn about patience.
I'm taking away your iPad. No. Give me the iPad.
They don't even get a chance to be challenged or learn how to cope with difficult feelings.
Okay. Alright.
They detach and disconnect.
Well, then you can read and
And it is so heartbreaking that all of this wrong exposure is happening at such a crucial age. Because, for even more data...
Oh my gosh. So this is the fun. We're gonna do 1 more minute of this, and then I have to do this. Okay, so when I got this data in my brain, so now children advocates are being worse in school, worse in they don't want to read or write. It's not okay. Hold on. Okay, sorry. I had to get back.
At the early age of 5, up to 90% of a child's brain has already developed, meaning whatever their brain learns within this period will lay the foundation of how they will be as an adult.
Look, there's your books down there. You wanna read a book with Dad? You want an iPad?
And guys, the reason why this is so urgent is because when it's too late to catch up on all these things because your child or your sibling or whoever was too busy only watching the screen, scientifically it might be too late to revive them later on in their life.
But I take a closer look and she's playing a YouTube short and the mom looks pissed, like she is totally out of it.
Only time will tell how bad it...
So he said the mom is really mad because he is only watching YouTube shorts. Yeah. I sometimes watch YouTube shorts, I sometimes make them, but it's not okay to. Some of the YouTube shorts are like inappropriate, so you have to. Let's just go back in just a few minutes.
And later on in their life.
But I take a closer look and she's playing a YouTube short and the mom looks pissed, like she is totally out of it.
Only time will tell how bad it could get. But given the alarming data in 2017 that need raising an entire generation of future adults who will not know how to innovate because they rarely played with toys that sparked their imagination.
They probably have no imagination because their brain...
Okay. We are done. So I hope you learned. If you have a kid, remember just limit screen time. Turn on this thing called restrict mode so if they don't watch anything inappropriate, you'll hide comments and everything. Well, we're done. Bye. Subscribe.